Hey, how you doing? Today's topic is I got me a little Combat Armory CA19 frame, and I'm going to do an FRT install. That's that GLOCK trigger thing there. You know, you put it in, and as you can see, has a spring on it, and it shoots FRT with this little thing. It's a little annoying, but we'll see. All right, first thing you got to do when you get this gun, if you want to buy all the parts, I suggest you buy everything. I bought a 3.5 pound disconnector. I replaced it already. I bought a little pin here, the trigger 3.52 to match. We all know how it goes in. All right, it's got to go in a certain way. All right, that's it. All right, what I did here, I had to change the trigger shoe, which I did. Added the spring, which is a AR-15 bolt spring. So that's what had to be changed over there. It's a little bit of a pain when these things, the way they make them now. Let me get my glasses so I can see a little bit better, guys. There we go. Always use eye protection of some sort. There we go. There we go. That was faster, huh? Connected. Push that in a little bit, make it a little tight. This one I can install today. That is the reduced spring that goes on the slide. We're not going to do that. This is also we're not going to use today. I'll do a part 2. That is the plunger spring. We're not going to do that. All right. Let's see. You could usually slide it in right underneath. Let's see. There we go. Sometimes I can sneak it in. I don't have to. There we go. Take out the locking block. With this, it's a little odd. I recommend people. You're gonna have to put in all the little the locking block first. Let me get some tools here. That's a little odd, I know, for some. You know, because the locking block usually goes in last. Yeah. All right, let's see. Let's see what I can do with what I got. All right, first things first I want to put in is the little thing here. Get a little sear thing here, and I'm going to need, this pin goes in first. The not the locking block pin, but the frame pin here. That has to go in first. It's a little backwards. So first things first, you want to put it in. As you put it in, make sure that it gets in the little hole in here, right? So let me see, because that's the first layer. You do this in layers, you'll probably be all right. Let's see. Come on, baby. There we go. We're starting to move. There we go. There we go. I got it in the first one, as you can see. Now you want to pull back a little bit. The reason why, you want to pull back just to the edge. See? Just to the edge. Right here. See? If I push it in, you'll see what I'm talking about. You see how it pops through here? But you don't want that because you still got some more parts to put in. See? You can see right there how it protrudes. So what I'm going to do, scale it back, scale it back, scale it back to where you don't see it, but it's still connected. All right? Because the next part that goes in is this right here. You want to put it in this way. You're going to slide it in like this. Right in up against that thing, and then on top of the spring. See the spring? See that spring? Right on top. No, you gotta pull it back. Pull it back. Not all the way, but pull it back. Slowly. There you go. Did I get it? Maybe. Yes. Say I got it. Now I'm going to push it back just a little bit more because I got the slide release and it sits right on top of that spring there. There we go. I'll tighten it up a little bit more once I finish up here. It's hard to see in there sometimes. Oh. Sometimes we gotta get the light, yeah. Alright. Alright. Alright, slide release. Goes right up against where it's supposed to go. Alright. Maybe I'm in, maybe I'm not. Now, this is the tough part here. This little slide lock. And I did it. First try. There you go. So everything is in. That didn't take me long. See? If you know what you're doing. Little technique. It's all ready. Everything's assembled. All right. We'll tighten up here. Slide lock pin. There we go. Now they don't say you have to have all those other parts, the 3.5 pounds, but I like to have everything. All right, so it's ready to go. All right. Like I said, the rest of these parts I'll put in later. That's a reduced spring, reduced plunger. These are a little extra. These go where that spring is. If you don't want to use the spring, you want to use these instead. Inside of the trigger shoe. That's just extra bonus. So there you go. I think I knocked it out in record time. Everything seems to work. Like I said, if you build this, it's going to be tight if you don't change the upper parts. Because on the slide, because it's going to be tight. So I recommend that. But right now, it's all ready, set, ready to go. Thanks for watching. That is a GLOCK FRT version 2.